Hello, everyone. So you heard about the government, and again, we have to just say it as it is. The government don't want people to have any kind of relaxed time. A lot of people are drinking from home at the moment because pubs, are basically we could say they're nearly closed because they're closed at 8 o'clock. And sure, look, there's not nearly much piping going at 8 o'clock and things like that. And a lot of people are drinking from home and things like that, which is okay. And again, a lot of people want to do. A lot of people, again, I know a lot of people who've said to me they knew people that never drank before and they're drinking now, just to get away, just to something to ease in the pain of everything that's happening at the moment, just the shielding. And the government don't want that. Let's be fair, they want us to constantly live in fear and have nothing to just basically just to be quiet in the corner, and you basically have no drink or nothing like that, and they just want us to suffer indefinitely because again, as I say to people, the government's not your friend. The government are not your friend. We might elect them, we might pay them, but they're not our friends. They're basically the enemy of the people, the governments of the world nowadays. They don't care. You think they care about your health. Like, again, we have to understand this. They don't really care. They say let's stop people from going into hospital. This is the. Again, I know, and I would say to people, it's okay to take a small sip now and again. But constantly drinking the things that God, one or two of my uncles died of liver cancer because obviously they drank so much that the liver, again, your liver is very sensitive, and obviously the more alcohol you drink, it can damage your liver. Let's be fair. But again, taking a sip now and again, a beer at the end of the week or whatever, it's not much. But again, you're nearly paying ridiculous sums of money again for drinking an off license or anything. And the same with the pubs. The drinks in the pubs are expensive too. But again, a lot of people go to off licenses to buy drinks, and it's gone up a lot. And a lot of people are going to be going crossing the board and things like that for extra. And again, you might be asking, why is the money going up? Well, I tell you. And where's the money going to? This is the next question. It's not going to the off license. It's not going to the man who owns the off license. It's going to the government. Let's be fair. Same with the carbon tax. All that money is going to the government. It's going to the government. It's going to the fuckers in Dáil Éireann. It's not going to the benefit of the people. Let's be honest. It's going to their back pocket. It's probably to pay for their expenses. Whenever the fuck they want to do something. But yeah, so, don't think the government are doing this for your health because they never cared about people's health. They couldn't give a damn about the small Joe, us, the small Joe, who are working hard every day of the week, working 8 to 7 hours a day, working very hard to make ends meet, and they pay them fuckers sitting in the doll money. They don't think about that. They like we're just little children to them. They don't care. They don't really care about us. The only time they ever care when the election, the only time I've ever seen the politician actually care for people is when the election comes around. And you see you see too much of them. You can't get like literally haven't seen a politician go around and ask what's the problem in this area, what's the problem happening. I haven't seen one. That's all hiding in the Oireachtas. Literally they don't come around here. I haven't seen one walk around anywhere asking people what's the issues in the area. I haven't seen one do that. But again, I'm going off topic, but this is the thing. They don't want people to sit at home and enjoy themselves. They don't want anybody to have a bit of fun at home and have a drink and kind of relax a bit because again, alcohol, it tends to take away the pain or whatever, and that's what people turn to in times of sadness and times and things. I've seen people who lost relatives and they turn to alcohol just so the damper the pain, I suppose to mean say that. But the government don't want that. The government want people just to be depressed, just to be upset and things. That's what they want. They don't want people to be lively and looking for solutions and looking to try and have it take away a little of the pain. And this is the thing, because there's no other logic behind this. There's no other logic behind it. They won't do it in Northern Ireland. They haven't brought it in Northern Ireland. They probably could bring it in. But say something used to be €9, a packet of beer, whatever used to be €9 or something like that. I don't drink. I never drank in my life. But again, this is the thing. People are entitled to drink at home with water. And again, putting more expenses on them is not right. And it'd be different if that money, like say if the government came out in the morning, Leo or me whole came out in the morning and said, all that money that were put on extra, the people had to pay for extra drink, that's going to the benefit of society, right? It's going to the benefit of our children. We're going to bring in more things in education. We're going to make sure there be more SNAs for people who have disabilities and things like that in schools. And I'm like, maybe, possibly. That's fair enough. I'd be willing enough to pay an extra few bob. If it's going to the benefit of our young people, you might be like, that's a fair. But where's the money going? At the end of the day, we pay an almighty amount of tax for everything. And where's the money going? We get fuck all in return. The roads are like fucking shite on the roads. The roads nearly fall apart, to be totally honest. Like they're made out of shit. They have the most worst shit and material you ever come across in any country. And the Romans built roads thousands and thousands of years ago, and they're still good. They're still good condition. About 10 minutes after the road's done in this country, there's 5 or 10 potholes on the road. But again, where does the money go? This is the next question. But again, there's so much we could talk about here. There's so much we could talk about. But again, it's about opening your eyes. There's the government are not your friend. And let's be honest, the government are not your friend. They're always trying to fuck us over somehow. But this is the thing. We have to pay for their drinks in Darlewan and the Dar Bar. That's the best part of this. Imagine if we should all in the morning go to our local pubs and stop billing our TDs to say pay for our drinks, because we often pay for yours, so you should pay for our drinks. We should start doing that, because they're supposed to be representatives of the people. Well, they can pay us to have a drink in the pub. We can just build them. So I can imagine that tomorrow morning I build my local TDs, I build Head of Hub Voice for my drinks in the pub. I'm only joking. I don't drink, but you know, you have these for again. And they don't pay for their own drinks. This is the best part of it. And then they lecture us about about this. But they talk shit. Stephen Donnelly, Micheál Martin, and Leo was talking absolute shit. It could reduce a few people in hospital with liver problems or things like that. Maybe, possibly. Could encourage people not to drink. Maybe, possibly. But I do say to people, it's all right now and again, but not to drink all the time, of course. It's not good. It's not good for your. But it's not good for your bowels, and it's not good for your full stop. It's good to. It's better to. It's better to save your money and buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself a house or something like that. It's better than alcohol. But again, that's just me. Again, it's up to people to decide themselves. But again, this is the thing. They just don't want people to drink. And again, I can't emphasize this enough, because there's no, not a care in the world that they think about you and I's health. You think this is all about your health. This is the thing. They don't care. They simply don't care. I never seen a politician ever care for the welfare of society, because they're always trying to fuck over society in every way they can. They couldn't give a shit about people, let's be fair. And the people we have elected to the Ireland, they couldn't give a shit. And the same with the health, the people in the HSC, they couldn't give a shit. If we all dropped dead in the morning, they couldn't care less. As long as they got their salary, they couldn't care less after that. Because they just couldn't care. Let's be fair. Because again, now that money, say it was €9 for, I don't know, 50 packets of beer or something like that. €9 for 50 packets of beer, or 50 cans in whatever. Let's just say a box of beer, whatever. We could get a box. You have about 15 or so in a packet or whatever. Say we're about €9. What? You'd be like, that's fair enough. Now it'll probably be something like I seen in some place. It was €19 for, I think, a crate of beer. A big crate of beer. €19, which is good, €20. Now it's about 40 something euro, so it's double the price. But again, yeah, great country. Again, now that money's going to the government, and you're not going to see a bit of it in the benefit of society. You're going to see it go to the back pockets. Next thing we hear, they'll be giving themselves a pay rise. But they probably made that money income for because they give themselves, the county council's got a €7,000 pay rise, and the TD's got about €3,000 or €4,000 pay rise along with expenses. So we have to find some way of paying that back to the exchequer, so they can maybe do that next year, another pay rise. It's the gravy train, isn't it? But it's a great country. Did I ever tell you that? But I say to you, and I say to younger people, the best thing to do is go to Northern Ireland, give the money to the Stormont executive, to the British Empire, than giving it to the fucking Irish government. Because because all the money, everything you buy is taxed, and the majority of it goes to the government. Because the government, the biggest crooks, the biggest criminal gang in the country. So yeah, that's all I know. The biggest anti-government rant of the century. But anyway, take care everybody, and bye.